good morning, and happy Friday to you. Welcome to DBS This Morning. 'Tis the season for us to be very merry. And Fridays, just do it with the right mix, a little music here, some good vibes there, but still keeping you in the know. That's what we do here at DBS This Morning. And I'm your host, Shayla Mendes. So compliments of the season to all of you. And right now, we want to wake you up in the know. It's time for our morning news highlights.
Good morning. Time now for a summary of your top stories. The former High Commissioner to the UK, Dr. Ernest Hilaire, has had all charges brought against him by the Customs and Excise Department dropped. The Land Rover Sport SUV at the heart of the action will be returned to him.
A few months ago, had requested that this matter be brought before for mediation. She could not understand how a matter like that was before the courts. We started mediation before the elections. Of course, there was a break for the elections because my being a candidate. We had mediation yesterday. And of course, the mediation process resolved the matter. And we came to court today to formally inform the court. And basically, the Control of Customs withdrew the charges. And having withdrawn the charges, agreed that my vehicle will be returned to me and should be released by tomorrow and, of course, delivered to me no later than next Friday.
The course of action was agreed to by the Acting Comptroller, Sherman Emmanuel, at a mediation hearing on Wednesday, December 1st, and was made official during a magistrate hearing on Thursday. A frequent contributor to local talk shows wants to know the status of an investigation which was launched after Jamaican national Orville Purnell escaped from his cell at the Babonneau police station last year.
The guy was on the motorcycle, right? You couldn't put the Babonneau police station. I don't know if the bars there are straws. Anyone? This is the same choice. They escaped. Up to now, we don't know how it ended in Jamaica. First to begin, the authorities here say they don't investigate and come and let us know what went on. Up to now, nothing.
Purnell, who apparently fled to Jamaica, was arrested there in July, but on Wednesday escaped custody from the Central Police lockup in Kingston. The St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture says tackling the island's crime problem must start with addressing the existing social gaps that create a breeding ground for criminal activity.
The need for us to look at the issue of citizen security and law and order is that we look at it from start to finish. You look at it from cradle right to grave. What are the conditions that we need to address that will limit and minimize the number of people who ultimately turn to criminal activity? What are the social programs we need to put in place from the school level, primary, infant primary, daycare, secondary, tertiary, and if people ultimately come rehabilitation, how do we deal with that? What social support do we give? How do we create employment that engages people and makes crime not a very attractive alternative? So we have to look at the whole spectrum.
Louisi says special emphasis has to be placed on the youth. And finally, addressing the issue of unplanned settlements is a top priority for the St. Lucia Labour Party administration. MP for Castries South, Dr. Ernest Hilaire, is trying to ensure that persons in his constituency own the properties which they are occupying.
There are some communities that, for example, you look at the old cemetery, you look at Millennium Highway, Monlatok, Woodlands, parts of, Marigo, parts of Cicera, where we have unplanned settlements, and some persons have been living on lands for 30, 40 years. So I've actually been touring the constituency with the Commission of Cronglands to identify the Cronglands that people are living on now, that they've been living there for a very long time, and to see how we can regularize ownership. And when the resources come available, we can improve the infrastructure of those communities.
Hilaire hopes the initiative will lead to greater compliance to building regulations. And those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Wake up, everybody. It is time to rise and shine with us here on DBS This Morning, because it's always a good day right here on our morning show. Now, it is a Friday. We want to remind you that there's a lot of things taking place, but most of all, if you want to find out what we have in store for you, you need to get out of bed, keep it locked to your number one leader, because guess what? We're taking a quick break. We'll be right back. everybody. Wake up. It is your official wake-up call because it's DBS this morning. So I think you know that by now. We want to make sure that we keep you in the know. Of course, it is another COVID Christmas, which means you need to be vigilant. Do the things that you have to do. So I think it's going to be a great time for us to share episode 3 of 100 Degrees of COVID. Of course, there's so much for us to learn from this. It's real scenarios, things maybe we've heard people say already. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to teach us the lessons that we're supposed to carry forward with us, especially for this festive season. So please enjoy.
Yeah, G, you can pull up. All right.
Yeah, bro. What's the vibe, man?
Nothing, my guy, sir. Nothing.
Yeah, man.
You don't know already. That curfew thing, killing the whole vibes, guys. Sir, no zest happening. You can't even hit up a late night food truck or nothing, guys. Sir,
Yeah, bro.
I try, guys, sir. Like an old lawyer, guys.
Yeah, bro. Like, what? Sir, could you just tie up, man? Cause I imagine last week there, I had to go to a villa, bro, up in Cap. Cause Trisha told me she was going to have a vibe, bro. A vibe. But then she come and tell me thing about her parents, say it's only 25 people, and then they have to be fully vaccinated. Bro, I wasn't ready to turn up, you know. I'm telling you guys, I wasn't ready to turn up, you know, guys. That's you know me already. One drink and I boom.
I know this scene, G. I know this scene. Me take the vaccine already, man.
Me? Cause that for me, I'm not taking that. Cause they say that's for old people. Old people alone are taking that. Cause so wait, young man like us, you feel we take. I'm not taking that, my G. So wait, you take the vaccine already?
I mean, I just thinking if I take the vaccine, which one I could take, you know, check it.
Cause I telling you, that for us, we're not taking that. That's for old people, bro.
That's the original info, guys. The ministry saying young people like us getting it too, guys. You check it. So I guess like the old people take the vaccine already, guys. So we have to take the vaccine, guys. Like the way I say, guy, if I take that, guy, just like joke, guys, violent thing, guys. Think about it, guys.
Doggy, listen. You overthinking it. You're thinking of that too much. Guys, you were taking that. That for you. I ask him. Invite one to other people over, bro. I have 2 bottles in my bag, my G. We're starting a vibe, we're starting a zest.
Guys, you forget the curfew, man.
It's CAG. That's what they have passed for. We in Lucia. That's a police is stopping nobody. That's how we social beings, my G. We are made to be no isolation or lockdown.
Alright. There's a few people there, cause my neighbors are kind of aware already, guys. Next thing you know, them people calling police and thing, guys. So there's a few people, guys.
Yes, sir. That is it.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
blessing tonight. Yeah, man.
Too much pressure, Vini. Girl, bring the bumper. Gimme, this it, Matty, come Vini. Sucker, effect, quickie, too much pressure, Vini.
Oh, guys, a few people will say, guys. Who's all them people, guys?
That's a chill, bro, chill. Nobody here do have COVID, bro. You safe, man, guys. You safe, guys. What?
The team on fire, freaky girls that we love. Just wanna party. We're gonna be stress-free. Now let's get freaky. We're gonna get freaky. Just wanna party. We're gonna be stress-free. Now let's get freaky. We're gonna get freaky. I never seen a girl like this. How your bumpers are thick like this. Every man want a piece of this. Excuse me, miss. Why your bumpers so big so? Left to right, girl, you making it tango. Do your thing, you're the one that Django. Girl, tonight I want bite up your mango.
Okay, good morning, students. Good morning to all of you. How are you all doing this morning? Huh?
Good morning, Miss. Why, Miss?
What's up? What's going on with you all? Tell me.
Yeah, Miss, we okay. But to be honest, I tired that online thing. The whole day you sit in front of a computer. You can't even go and check your partners. Not even a little zest, nothing.
I know it's challenging, and I could relate to a certain extent, But with all of the issues that we are having with the pandemic, you could see that really and truly this is the best way to have school at this point in time.
But Miss, the case is going down, and just now we'll be able to go back to school, and we can link up, and we have to wear that stupid mask thing.
I know the numbers are going down, yes, that is true. But even though we get back to school, we would still have to follow the protocols set by the Ministry of Health. We would still have to take care of each other, social distancing. Listen, we have to fight this pandemic, you know, and we have to be safe. You have to be safe. Your friends and family have to be safe.
But what nonsense are in there? All y'all with your nurses and doctors and medical people and the CMO. What nonsense is that you're telling my child there?
Excuse me? Excuse me, who's speaking, please? Who is this?
Oh, so all of a sudden you go, oh. Well, let me make you understand. All right? You're just there with all your lies and all your nonsense and feeding people with nonsense. All of this is lies. You're too damn rude and out of place. You don't know that's a pandemic? It's a pandemic. Huh? Staged. What nonsense you telling there? That's magie.
Excuse me, ma'am. First of all, what you're doing here is totally inappropriate. This is a class, so you just can't come online and hijack the session. Good? Second of all, you're not living here, man. You're not seeing the amount of people who are dying all around the world right here, all the effects of the pandemic, and you're saying that this is a lie? Where have you been? Everybody's impacted by that. Come on, man. You have to face the facts. Listen to the facts.
It is a lie and you know it. All these lies and everything, that's magie. All this pandemic, is it all experiments with your poison vaccine? Yes, I said it's a poison, that's magie. You need to stop that. I should report you.
Ma'am, what you are saying there is very misleading. Now, everybody is allowed their opinion, but this here is not the time and place for all of this going on there. So you need to watch what you're saying.
You may say if you're magie, but go and tell your child that. Don't come and tell my child that. You hear me? Don't come and tell my child that. Stay in your lane. Log out. Log out. Log out.
Hey, what going on there? Miss, you okay there?
It's okay, students. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And I'm really, really sorry that happened. But let's take this as a learning experience. Okay? So, yes, everybody has a right to their opinion. But people can't just come along and bombard people with information. In fact, I want each and every one of you to remember that during this pandemic, all the information you get, you need to be careful and verify the sources. But anyway, we have a lot to do today, so let's get back on track.
Good morning, DBS family. Again, we want you to feel the warmth of this season. It is another great Friday here on DBS this morning. And you know what? We want to share music as we usually do for a Friday. I just find it always puts the right mood. So how about something still along the Christmas line and by a local artist, Claudia Hudson, Noel Sala. And I think the message behind this too, you'll definitely enjoy.
Well,
te fait. Ou te sav ça? Pitet ou pas te sav? Fi jouy te fait pour vrai. Celle ça nous connaît. Jésus te fait. C'est pour ça nous ka oui messieurs. Noël ça là nous ka oui messieurs. Noël ça là nous ka oui messieurs Jésus. À nous. Noël ça là nous ka oui messieurs. Noël ça là nous ka oui messieurs Jésus. À nous. Noël ça là nous ka oui messieurs. Noël ça là nous ka oui messieurs Jésus. À nous. Noël ça là nous ka oui messieurs. Noël ça là nous ka oui messieurs Jésus. Noël ça là nous ka oui messieurs. Nous tout est capés d'un péché, mais Dieu nous tellement l'amour. Papa nous pas nous Jésus, il vient dans la terre pour sauver nous. C'est le bagaille, Jésus mande nous. Oui parti, oui parti, oui parti. C'est le bagaille, Jésus mande nous. Oui parti, oui parti, oui parti.
Greetings and welcome to this morning's Soca Size session with Laurie and Shani. Let's get ready to sweat. This morning's jam is Merry Christmas St. Lucian Style by the Mighty Paley. Let's get moving. We know you love this one. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, step and.
Music in the air and people everywhere are
4,
wishing
3,
you good
2,
cheer.
next leg. And
So come on everyone, it's time we had some fun. The
4,
jolly Christmas
3,
season has
forward
begun.
and back.
And let me
And
wish you Merry Christmas.
one more. Wave side
Merry
to side.
Christmas,
And
St. Lucia. pollution style.
V-step again.
It's the only place I know where people
Wave.
celebrate so the butch of the holy
4,
child.
3, 2, and. Hey! 4, 3, 2, 1. This leg.
After midnight mass, when cats start to blast, make
4,
sure you have enough
3,
liquor to
2,
last.
next leg.
Cause that's the time of year when old friends suddenly appear and they'll
4,
drink with you
3,
until the next
2,
new year.
V-step, this side.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas, Merry
wave.
Christmas, St. Lucian style.
V-step again.
It's the only place I know
Hey.
where people celebrate so the butch of the holy child. As a St. Lucian, I'm telling you as man, Christmas here is a special occasion. We don't have no snow and the mistletoe we don't know, but when it comes to fest, we lead the show.
V-step, let's go.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas, Merry
wave.
Christmas, St. Lucian style.
V-step
is the only place I know where people celebrate so the butch of the holy child.
Hey! I know you're smiling with us. Let's go. And
see the old and young, fetting all around.
4,
I tell you, man,
3,
Christmas here is right
2,
on.
next leg.
So if you are down here, you'll love this time of year. Just
4,
come along, we've
3,
got a drink to
2,
spare.
V-step.
And we'll wish you Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas,
Wave it out.
St. Lucian style.
V-step
is the only place I know where people celebrate so the butch of the holy child.
Woo! One. That was our session for today. Thank you so much for choosing to flaunt with Soca Size St. Lucia. Have a festive day.
Thank you so much to each and every one of you for waking up this early. I know sometimes, especially with everything happening, it could be a task to rise with the sun, to be up this early. But you know what? Because of you, this is why we keep on pushing. This is why the show is what it is today. So we want to thank all of you for being part of our family this morning. And hopefully we gave you the right start to your day. So if there is something that you like, remember we have our YouTube channel. It is DBS This Morning. Check us out there. You can rewatch the live stream on our Facebook page. And most of all, we want to make sure you have a safe weekend. Enjoy the fun, enjoy the festivities. And by the way, just want to give you a little insight. If you're one of the people who, like myself, enjoy a very good flea market, I want you to know about the Dream Flea Markets. If you're familiar with the Bonte Gap, where originally the food trucks were, yes, you'll see all the container structures there. There's going to be a flea market there from 6 a.m. up until about 4 p.m. So that's where we're going to find the steals, the deals, and everything that we're looking for the Christmas season. So don't say I didn't tell you about it. It's the Dream Flea Market at the Bonte Gap, formerly where the food trucks were, okay? So now I've kept you in the know. We spread a little bit more of the Christmas cheer. And of course, we want you to keep safe this weekend and come back to us Monday because we have so much more to share with you. See you then.